Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot and the conclusion of the Capricorn Eclipse Effect series. So this is phase 6. This is where everything has come to an end, where you have integrated the energies and the lessons of the Christmas and New Year eclipses on the Cancer Capricorn axis and the Saturn and Pluto conjunction, or not. You know, we'll see from here. But if you've come through to phase 6, then I think you pretty much know the score so far. It's a general reading, so roles can be reversed. Timing's not absolute, but hey, it's this year. Especially for this is the end of the integration of those energies, because eclipses bring endings and beginnings. Now, obviously, like with the previous readings, ask a question. You'll get more benefit from it. So take a moment, think about all the questions that are around you, especially more recent questions as you have been buffeted about by all these eclipse energies and what have you. Focus on it, because the more energy you put onto the focus, the more energy you should hopefully get out of the reading. Energy in, energy out. Garbage in, garbage out, you could also say. But be aware of all the different questions, because the cards will just say whatever they want to, and not necessarily answer what you and I think is the most important. Or if you've been following the Eclipse Effect series all the way through, you can sit back and you listen and you'll hopefully know what I'm talking about. Hey, if you've been watching it all the way through and you've come for episode 6, then yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. So let me bring up the cards. And you can tell that I've done all of these in one sitting. Every card that I have used here so far from all of these readings is down here. So this will take a while to clear up. So where you are at the moment, the Prince of Swords and the King, I believe, of Clubs or Maces, but I'm assuming that that's Wands, to be quite honest. Yes, because there is a sword, so I'm assuming the clubs are Wands. So King of Wands, Prince of Swords. Yeah, you're in a good place. That whole Tower influence. Oh, I take that back. That whole Tower influence. Let's have a look at it's card 16, so this is card 17. So that's not the Tower. Judgment, Temperance. That Tower influence has faded. I'm not seeing it here anywhere. You've had quite a time of struggle and of mental debate, but you are now fresh to start onto that new beginning, because you felt the debate, the push and the pull and everything has been actually quite invigorating. Look at the colours we have on this Five of Wands. Look at, you've been jousting with other people with regards to this whole new dream that several readings ago first appeared. But you've enjoyed it. I mean, now it's over, you've enjoyed it. You weren't enjoying it so much last reading, but now it's over, you've enjoyed it. And there is wonderful news coming for the homestead. The fact is that the results of whatever it is that you have been doing is coming home. We've got a almost divine pairing here. Prince of Swords, Princess of Swords. Prince of Swords is you, and Princess of Swords is other people around you, how they are interacting with you. So there is that sense of unity, of teamwork, of things going well. And you've had a recent victory, which you needed a recent victory with the Tower influence that was beforehand. And now you can finally know that whereas you've been called to have strength all along, That's because this new role that you have put yourself into involves having strength a lot of the time and keeping the faith. Although, is there any Hierophant here? I can't necessarily see one. No, you might finally have got rid of the having to keep the faith all the time. There is yet again another metamorphosis of where you're heading with this, but it's almost like you're crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Because Princess of Cups, new dream, not that new, not that different, little bit of polish, little bit of tidying it up somewhat, but you have achieved your authority. You have achieved where you needed to be. And you are pretty much master of your own domain here. You've been waiting for a long, long time for the justice to come around, which it is doing. Life is blossoming for you now. And that which is has the potential of harming you has been restricted. We talked in the last reading about putting your boundaries up, but not going beyond those boundaries, not destroying whatever it is that was affecting you, but just saying, right, I'll do it that way. Right, no more. Do not pass this point. Now you have, you've got new beginning cards all over the place here. But like I say, I feel like it's your ships are coming in, your plans are seeing maturation. You are seeing what you are you're seeing what you've set into motion in motion, which is what you've been wanting for. On the last reading, you was a bit, is this ever going to get started? Is this ever going to really take off? You haven't had to be half as harsh with people around you as what you needed. You have the ability to be lightning fast react to something, but you don't necessarily need to lightning fast react to something, which is also, I think, some form of a relief for you. You've got to that place that you were aiming for all the way back. Even though if the place that you were aiming for has changed somewhat along the way, because you've had great change before where you were called to use your authority in a way that you was a bit, do I really want to do this? And you're well aware that using your authority rashly can cause a disaster. But it also, whether it causes a disaster or not, it causes a new beginning. So you've been that, you're not sure you want the full new beginning now, because that is exactly what you've been working on these past 6 months. The new beginning is not a beginning anymore. You're halfway through it, or you're getting to, stage 1 done. But the weight of it, the weight of, oh my God, am I going to get there, seems to have been lifted from your shoulders recently. And the more material aspects of it have come round nicely. You have scored the victories that you needed. The interesting thing is, I asked the Greek mythology oracle, what god smiles upon you now? We've got Orpheus with music, and he was known for his music. He was also known for losing faith at the very last minute, turning around and Eurydice disappearing back into the underworld, because the only way he could get her out of the underworld was by having her follow him, but he not look round at her. So there's still that element of keep the faith, still keep listening to the guidance. You've yet again got the 4 of Cups as the final outcome card. But I have to say, I'm 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck here as I pick it up. But I'm really pleased for you. You do have to maintain that faith still, but there's nowhere near as much trying to assault that faith anymore. So just want to throw a couple of last cards. Okay, they want to come out. Yes, you've been through your tower moment. You are now ready to step up to the next level, and rebirth is happening. If anything, yes, rebirth has arrived. You have integrated those energies successfully, and you have gained precisely what you needed. You had your eyes on the prize way back in phase 1. The prize itself has changed somewhat. You've had disappointments with forms of wish fulfillment that made you go, you what? No, that's not what I asked for, which it was. You've also had some people trying to mislead you probably through ineptness more than through malice or anything like that. But you have got rid of the secrets, moved on, found your options, and had the rebirth, grounded it properly into the material world, into your life. So, hey, happy ending. Everyone lives happily ever after. Keep listening to that guidance. That is a really, really important thing, because your journey hasn't ended yet, Capricorn, not by a long shot. But what it has done is this has been a toughening you up and armoring you up and giving you the tools that you require for moving on to whatever is beyond this. Let's just one more. I don't need the book. One more oracle card. Let's see what the Work Your Light oracle says. And hopefully it won't throw anything in that confuses me, makes you go, well, how does that make sense? But okay, that one then. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? I don't think you are anymore. And that's what all of this has been about teaching you, I believe. So, well done, Capricorn. You're the first sign that I did because, hey, you give me the best viewing figures. So you're the first sign that I did. I hope everybody else's eclipse effect readings, when I get to sit down to do them, are as happy and as challenging and as successful as this. So seriously, I mean, you know this anyway, but you can relax now, at least for a little while. I mean, by the time this gets posted, there's another round of eclipses happening anyway. But having said that, you've integrated this whole endings, beginnings, transformations with the Pluto, and breaking old things and creating new things. Look at how many times you had the Tower card appear through your 6 readings. You've integrated that nicely. I can't say how pleased I am at the story of this, but I'm aware that I'm repeating myself now. So rather than drone on, if this means anything to you at all, definitely by the time we get to phase 6, please, please, please do comment down below, even if it's just a message received and understood. You know, there's press subscribe because it helps the channel, and give us a like as well. That helps the channel. But as I've said through all of the readings, keep an eye on your lunar readings as well, and keep an eye on sun, moon, and rising readings. But when I say the lunar readings, I mean I do full moon, new moon, waning moon, waxing moon. Obviously not in that order. So, yeah, stay tuned. Well done. Well done. That's all I can say is well done. That was that's been an entire afternoon gone for me, but it's been an emotional journey. This has been great. I'm really pleased for you. Cheers.